up, guys?
Hey.
Back with another reaction.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
So we're keeping up with the theme of reviewing our wedding songs, and this is on the dancing playlist. So we're gonna do Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen. It is one of my favorite oldie songs, and it's also my aunt's absolute favorite song and her favorite band, singer, favorite person in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So obviously I know this song.
of course.
I really like this song. It's
Love it.
probably my favorite Bruce Springsteen song, which is probably like so cliche and like corny, but I'm personally not a big Bruce Springsteen fan. I don't think you are either, right?
No, I will be honest. I don't think I like any of his other songs. It's not, they're all very, aren't they like very like politically charged?
So he's very political, but some of them, not necessarily. He's known for
Yeah.
like being the blue collar, like working man, and like that's what's known for. So like I really like Streets of Philadelphia. I think it's a beautiful
Oh,
song.
I've heard a lot of his other music is very slow. Like
Yes,
this was fun. So
this is a great song.
quickly, some backstory. This song is pretty much all about trying to write hit single and like not really being able to and not feeling like he's able to. I believe he was asked, like they're like, "Hey, we need a hit single here." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll try to write one." So that's why the song sounds so much different from his other music because it's kind of out of their wheelhouse, even though this is like their most popular song and their best song, in my opinion,
Yeah.
and in most people's opinion, because it was like number one on the charts for a really long time or number two. Either way, it's their most popular, most well known song.
Yeah,
And it's amazing,
it
but
is
it's
great.
pretty much all about like either not wanting to or like not really being able to write a hit song.
Yeah, so I know a bunch of the lyrics. I don't know if I know all of them.
Yeah,
I never really dug into the meaning. There's some interesting stuff in here.
definitely.
I was listening to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, and they had Joe List on recently, who's obsessed with Bruce Springsteen, the comedian.
Really? Yeah,
And
I know
he
him.
says he's like the greatest ever. But he always talks about the line in here where he says, "I ain't nothing but tired." And he's like, "Oh, that's so brilliant."
It is a
It
really
is.
good
That is a
line.
brilliant, even just that, "I ain't nothing but tired."
Yeah, it's funny because he's literally like Bruce Springsteen's literally my aunt's favorite person in the whole world.
Yeah.
Like absolute favorite person.
Yes.
Like this song, what I was like, this song needs to be played at my wedding because she's gonna lose her mind.
They played
And
it.
she lost her mind. Yeah. There's literally pictures of me and her on the dance floor, and we're like going like this and dancing. And she's like, "Did you play this song for me?" I'm like, "Me too," but yeah, it was funny. Okay, let's go.
I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Message.
Okay. Sorry.
So it's about sex too, right?
So, I mean, that's definitely could be a double entendre for sure. Let's go over the lyrics and we'll flesh this out.
Yes.
LOL. No pun intended. Um, so he goes, I get up in the evening, which is interesting 'cause most people get up in the morning,
Hmm.
and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning. I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. So he's just exhausted, living life like
A rock
day
star,
by day.
right? Because if
Oh
he's getting
yeah.
up in the evening and he's coming home in the morning,
Yeah. So he's living his life as a rock star because this is all about like writing a hit single. So yeah, he is a rock star in this song.
Okay, yes, and he's saying I got nothing to say. So he's talking about he doesn't have the inspiration to write.
No. And he's
And
worn
then
out.
yes, and then he comes home in the morning, he goes to bed, and it's the same way. He still doesn't have anything to write about.
But you could also look at it as he's just a regular guy because like he does do like the blue collar type songs. So he's just a regular guy going to work, coming home,
He has like a night
tired,
shift.
nothing to talk about,
Yeah,
just living day by day, hour by hour, like just not happy.
yeah.
And he goes,
I ain't,
man,
I
yeah.
ain't not. No, I was gonna say that I ain't nothing but tired, which it's funny. I always think about that line when I think about this song.
Mhm.
It's very poetic. So, but it's like,
And it's so
but
simple.
wait, when you hear that line, I ain't nothing but tired. How are you interpreting that? Not to make too big of a
I
deal out of
am
one stupid
nothing
line.
but tired. So I am nothing but tired. So all I am is tired.
So yes, he's tired and nothing else, or he's a nobody that is tired. Do you know what I mean?
I take it as I am absolutely nothing else but tired. Like I'm so tired that I am void of everything else but being
Tired.
tired.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think so too. Just
And then
wondering.
he goes, man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. So maybe girlfriend, wife, a random
A
girl he
woman,
found.
he's looking for inspiration or sex.
Well, it is Courtney Cox because she's like kind of the muse in the music video.
Yeah,
That's where she got her stardom
but
from.
it's interesting. He says, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use a little help. So he's tired and bored and he needs help with,
Sex
so
wise.
yes, sex, but I feel like he's also looking for inspiration.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
So I feel like this whole song's a double entendre.
It seems like
So
it
it's
could
like
be.
he's either looking for inspiration for his music or he's looking to a muse for inspiration for his music, or he's looking to like his wife or girlfriend for sex after a long, hard day of work.
Yeah,
Because then you get into you can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. So you can't write a good song without inspiration
idea. Yeah,
and a relationship or just a sexual relationship. You can't really have one without some like interest
yeah.
on both ends, or at least like
Chemistry.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah, like give it a little try. It goes, this gun's for hire.
Even if
So
we're just dancing in the dark.
even if we're just dancing in the dark. So to me, if we're going to look at it as the writing a hit single perspective, he's like, that's all I am. I'm just a guy
Hired
who
gun.
has a band and I'm just hired to make songs no matter what. It's no longer coming from my passion. It's no longer coming from my heart. It's just like, make a song, put it out, boom, money, like just like a robot. And then even if we're just dancing in the dark, this gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. So like, even if he's just writing nothing, like not even really writing anything of meaning or substance, that's kind of what that means to me. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So even if we're just dancing in the dark, so you could take it like literal just dancing in the dark. You could take it as sex, obviously, dancing in the
Well, yeah, that's the whole other way, but I wasn't going to get
dark.
into that yet.
Yeah, and then this gun's for hire. So like, yeah, I agree with your, him talking about he's like a hired gun. He is paid to write songs and make music.
Mm.
But then in that context, I'm looking at even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Like shooting the shit,
Yeah, or
like
oh,
spitball.
dance. Yes, so you're right. You're right. Yeah, it's not necessarily good. It's
Because
just
if you're dancing in the dark, you can't see. You're
you're
just
just trying.
freestyling.
Yeah, you're trying to come
Yeah.
up with anything.
But then the other way, we go, you can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. Like, we can't have a good relationship if there's nothing there, no
Yeah.
chemistry, no whatever. And you can't really have good sex without that either.
Yeah.
So then this gun's for hire. Like, my
It's a
dick is ready to go. Or
it's a
he's a
prostitute.
prostitute.
Yeah.
But I know I kind of take it as like, I'm ready to go. Like, this gun's for hire. Like, we're ready to go, even if we're
We're
just
just
dancing
dancing.
in the dark, like, even if we're just having sex in the dark or like not even like giving it our all.
or just dancing and not having sex because he's talking about how he's bored and lonely and he's
True.
nothing and he's like I'm happy to just dance in the dark even if we're not having sex because he's so lonely and tired and bored with himself. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like all of those theories.
Yeah.
And obviously, let us know what you guys think or what you know for sure it means. But again, up to interpretation. Music is art, so we're all entitled to our interpretation. Okay, let's go.
We're okay, that's fine.
I think we were here. Oh no,
We're up
we
to the
were
second
here.
verse.
We
That's
were
fine.
right here.
Hmm.
Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving round the place. I check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face, and I ain't getting nowhere. I'm just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know this. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. You sit around getting older. There's a joke here somewhere and it's on me. I shake this world off my shoulders. Come on, baby, the laughs on me. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up alright. You say you gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just about starting tonight. I'm dying for some action. I'm sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Come on, baby, give me just one look. We can't start a fire. Sitting around crying over a broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark, we can't start a fire. Worrying about your little world falling apart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Okay.
There's so much
Where
to
were
fucking
we?
break down. I'm like
We were here.
listening to it and having the lyrics in front of us and reading it. I'm like, holy
I
shit, this is
know.
like a deep song. You know what I mean? It always was just like a fun sounding song to me.
Yeah.
It's like very fucking deep.
Well, like Bruce Springsteen, they always go for meaning. Like all their songs usually have like some serious meaning.
Yeah.
So even this song, which is just like, I feel like when songs become hit songs and they're in the top charts, they lose all meaning. Like no
Yeah.
one even thinks of it as being a meaningful thing.
Hmm.
They just look at it as another pop song.
Yeah,
I
for
feel like it
sure.
happens all the time. So let's break this down. So he goes, message keeps getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving around the place. So they're dancing in the dark.
So the messages keep getting clearer. The messages. So is it the messages his inspiration's coming to him? So it's like, oh,
Maybe.
I'm starting to get an idea.
Yeah. Because he's like, because I mean,
Or is
maybe
it,
he's dancing and like that's his inspiration for what the song's going to be.
or is it messages like that he's gonna hook up? No,
I don't
I don't
know.
think
I
it's
have
that
no idea
anymore.
what the message could be.
Let's keep reading.
I check my look in the mirror. I want to change my clothes, my hair, my face. So he's unhappy with himself. He's
Yeah,
unhappy with what's going on in his life.
he wants to change everything about him.
Yeah. And he just goes, man, I ain't getting nowhere. I'm just living in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Maybe I just know that there is. So he feels like he's going nowhere. He doesn't like where he's living or what his life is. And he's like having like FOMO for something he doesn't even know exists. He's like, oh, I know people are having fun. I know people are doing something somewhere that's not here. I just know it. And he's literally having like feeling of missing out.
That's like a very like
Depressing.
yes, very, but it's a very like
Addicts thinking.
teenager adolescent feeling.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that. Of course, yeah, yeah.
still, but
I
sober,
I
I
know
think.
that feeling he's talking about. You know what I mean? When I was
Yeah.
younger. So this verse gives me more context to that first one. Now, you still can interpret this second verse as him being the rock star that he is, but
Yeah.
he's still not happy that he's not at that next level.
That's what I think it is. I think
But
this is still about like just not being happy with himself or what's going on.
but you still can bring this verse in particular sounds even more like that blue collar theme. Do you know what I mean? Of just a regular working guy. You know what I mean?
That is true.
And yeah, he doesn't like this place, living in a dump like this. So
Yeah, he wants to change everything about himself.
yeah,
And he's like, I just know that there's something better somewhere else.
yeah,
Okay. Then we go back into the chorus.
yes,
And then we go, you sit around getting older. There's a joke here somewhere, and it's on me. That's a great line.
yeah. It's
Um,
sad.
yeah. Okay, let's read more for more context. I'll shake this world off my shoulders. Come, baby, this laughs on me. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up all right. They say you gotta stay hungry. Hey, baby, I'm just about starving tonight. So he's like, you just sit around getting older, like you're not doing much, you're
You're in
just
the
aging.
same routine,
Yeah.
just
He
getting
goes,
older.
there's a joke here somewhere and it's on me. Meaning like the joke's on me, like this life is a joke. Everything's a joke.
But what I find brilliant about it is just that there's a joke here somewhere,
Yeah, like he doesn't know what it is.
and it's because he's not laughing. Do you know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
like, there's nothing funny about what's happening, but
No.
there's a joke somewhere, and it's being played on me because this is fucking pathetic. Which is it's
Yeah.
very brilliant.
Then I'll shake this world off my shoulders. Come baby, this laughs on me.
So he's
So
getting
he's
resolved to change it, to
yeah.
to do something else, to have that life that he imagines is out there.
Yeah.
And then he's taking the girl. He said, "Hey, this laughs on me." After
Yeah.
referring back to the joke. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's a joke here somewhere. It's on me. Come on, baby, this laughs on me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
And
mean?
yeah. And then he goes in to stay on the streets of this town. They'll be carving you up all right. Like basically telling her that you don't want to be in Hollywood, you don't want to do any of this. So now it's I don't think it's so much blue collar anymore. I think it's him being a celebrity.
No, now I'm going definitely blue collar with this one.
Hmm.
Saying you can't stay in this town. It's a bad neighborhood. We got to get out there. We got to go to fucking Hollywood. Do you know what I mean? That's how I'm
So I'm
interpreting it.
interpreting it as being in Hollywood, and he's like, "Be careful! Like Hollywood is going to chew you up and spit you out because it does to so many people." And he says, "They say you got to stay hungry. Like if you want to keep being a celebrity and keep making money, you have to keep putting out songs, keep putting out movies. You have to keep working."
But
And then he goes, "But hey, baby, I'm just about starving tonight." So this is like the other way, if we're going to look at it as the hit single way, and yeah, I think that that works for that theory as well.
so I'm leaning towards the blue collar, regular working guy angle on this because, again, you sit around getting older. There's a joke here, and it's on me. I'm living the sad, pathetic life. I'm not living the rock
Yeah,
star life. I'll shake this world off my shoulder. Come on, baby, this laughs on me. So, like, come on, we're gonna go get that better life. We're not gonna just sit around here doing the same shit because if you stay on the streets of this town, they'll be carving you up. You're gonna end up fucking dead, whatever it is. And it says you got to stay hungry, in order to get out of here, to move on. And baby, I'm just about starving tonight, which means he's very fucking hungry to for something better, for something more.
yeah, but I feel like it could still also be like just violently opposed to
Him
the way that
as
he's being treated
him as
in
Bruce
Hollywood.
Springsteen at the
Yeah,
time trying to write the hit. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's
And just
definitely
being
the
like,
theme.
fuck all of this.
Yes.
So then he goes, I'm dying for some action. I'm sick of sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Come on now, baby. Give me just one look. So I take the book as in the lyrics to the song. And like he's referring to it as a book, probably because it just seems like such a tedious and daunting task to write a song of which that he wouldn't typically write just because he's being asked to.
So yeah, it definitely like a chore. The book is like a daunting task instead of just
Yeah.
like a hit song. But so I interpreted that line, I'm sick of sitting here trying to write this book, meaning the book of his life. like his life
Yeah.
story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm dying for,
Interesting.
I'm sick of just sitting around here trying to write this book, like trying to like
Yeah.
live my life and like,
Like he's starving for more excitement.
yeah,
And he says, I need a love reaction. Come on now, baby, give me just one look. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think
yeah,
there's a hidden meaning there. Um, and then
yeah.
I
The lyrics are
believe,
different here.
yeah, I think we were here.
Now we listen to this.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes, you can't start a fire sitting around crying over a broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark, you can't start a fire worrying about your little world falling apart. So he's saying that, so this kind of goes with like the relationship theme and like being with the girl. And he's like, you can't start something else if you're still worrying about something that ended already.
Yeah. And then if you take it to the song, I'm assuming he just got out of a relationship and he's heartbroken and he can't write his hit song. So you can't
Yeah.
start the fire if you're sitting around crying about being sad. And then it says you can't start a fire worrying about your little world falling apart. It's like you can't move on. You can't write this hit. You can't be successful if you're just consumed with yourself and the fact that my relationship just broke, just ended. My world around me is crumbling.
Or being consumed with the opposition of going mainstream,
Yeah,
maybe.
could be.
And then I think we were here.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if we're just dancing in the dark. 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 Hey, baby.
So it just ends with him repeating, even if we're just dancing in the dark. So there's no need to go over that. But yeah, so our whole point of this video is to see if it was wedding appropriate. And yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it's a dancing song.
Yeah, super fun. Um, it's a great song. Nothing wrong with it, nothing bad.
I honestly, I got a better appreciation doing this breakdown for it.
Yeah, I agree. I think
And
so too.
it's always fun that the bass line musically, like if you just play the music, it's like iconic, at least I feel like it is. And
Mhm.
it's so catchy and it it like evokes like an emotional response, just the instrument hearing them. You know what I mean? Like I feel something just from the sound of the music itself. But aside from that, it gave me a very much deeper appreciation of Bruce Springsteen's lyric writing
Yeah,
ability. And
definitely.
yeah, anybody watching this video obviously would know, but it's Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, which
Yeah,
has Steve Van Zandt, Sil from The
yeah,
Sopranos, which is always so funny to me.
it's really funny.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
But then I just thought, so this is what I fully think this song is about. So it's about like him hating his life, being miserable with his life, and just wanting to find solace and release with this woman who's either his girlfriend or like might soon to be girlfriend, who they're kind of like reluctant because she's like, I don't know, I'm still hurt over the person who broke up with me, whatever. And then he's like, no, you got to get over that. And he's just trying to like be with her.
He's
But
telling
then,
her.
yeah, but then like the real meaning is sort of hidden underneath. And it's really about how he really didn't want to write single.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. Like it's like layered underneath there. Like just
Yeah.
like the hidden meaning of like not knowing how to write it, not knowing what to do, and just being like, fuck this, they're making me do it, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like I remember hearing or it being implied that he was embarrassed almost of this song. I don't
Yeah.
know if
I
before
think
he did it
I think I've heard that as well.
and maybe even afterwards. I don't really know because, like you said, it's very unlike his other
Well,
music.
yeah, it literally opened up him and their bands to a younger generation of listeners.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like this went on to the Billboard top charts, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my God, Bruce Springsteen, we love him. We love this song.
yeah,
Like he wasn't like mainstream like that before.
yeah. Interesting.
So he strikes me as the type of person who's like, would be like a hipster today, like anti
He
mainstream,
probably,
like anti pop
I think he
culture.
felt like a fraud more than
Yeah.
anything. Like, that's not the type of music I make. I don't make pop music, you know what I mean?
No, but
Which
the
is
record
interesting.
label wanted it. But literally, it's their best song, and that probably annoys them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but all right. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe,
Yes.
and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.